Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new Dead by Daylight related video. Today guys, I wanted to just air out some things that I have been noticing about some recent drama springing about in the Dead by Daylight community about an quote-unquote edgy DBD content creator, which with actually a decent followage. This whole drama ignited when the content creator decided to make a video pretty much showcasing flaws in the Dead by Daylight community. And honestly, he does make some decent points and arguments until he decides to take a jab at DBD content. And admittedly, yes, DBD content is kind of repetitive and can be cringe, especially when it's content about holding Twitch streamers hostage with occasional memes and not even commentary or anything like that. Which apparently, that's good content. Take notes, everyone. Which is part of the reason he got clowned on in the first place, because he's kind of being hypocritical and also trying to say that SpookenJukes is an issue, or like he thinks that Spooks has a godlike mentality, which as a viewer of SpookenJukes, I can say that's not true. It's utter bullshit actually. He's never done or said anything like that. He never said anything that he was a god of DBD. Hell, he even clowned on someone who had that mentality. And, you know, Spooks made a video, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't? This guy just is pretty easy content for him, honestly. Pretty much shitting on this guy for being hypocritical, oof, and honestly, ridiculous. As he should. And I have watched both videos. I watched this edgelord's video and Spooks all the way through. And I don't want to say this guy is all bad. It's just mostly this whole situation that people are clowning him for is him taking a jab at DBD content and SpookenJukes. And obviously there are some Spooken haters out there who think this man's doing God's work, calling Spooks out, because we all know how much some DBD players who tend to lose their minds on this game and probably don't like it when someone like Spooks or myself points out their shitty behavior. Of course, this drama is only beginning. Apparently, and he made it no secret really, the edgelord plans on making an entire video about Spooks and trying to label Spooks as the #1 worst Dead by Daylight content creator, over pointing out his own flaws and logic. Now, personally, I think that it's silly that Dead by Daylight content creators are attacking one another for pretty much no reason. Like, Spooks did not do a thing to this man until he replied to his video. That was it. That's where all this is where all that shit ignited. When Spooks reacted to his video, that's when all this stuff just blew up. I do know that Spooks did actually invite this man, or child, or whatever we're calling him, to a debate on Discord, which I imagine will be streamed, and that's when shit will get real. I honestly am so ready to see this go down because it's pretty silly how it started. I don't think Spooks is a bad guy at all. He's one of the few good DBD content creators, actually. Don't get me wrong, I do agree with some things the edgelord has said and pointed out. But once you realize this is coming from a guy who probably stream snipes, by the way, Twitch streamers and hold them hostage for hours, it looks insanely stupid when he's making videos saying Dead by Daylight deserves better while making shit like that. Like, that's making Dead by Daylight less toxic, bro. Right, let's just hold Twitch partners hostage and get their funny reactions because it's a joke. That's making Dead by Daylight so less toxic and more like a joke. No. In conclusion, this is pretty much my thoughts on the matter. I just think it's very funny how things in the Dead by Daylight community just spring up out of nowhere. Like, even silly things like this, it's just so freaking funny to me. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I imagine maybe Mr. Edgelord will probably react to this. Who knows? Maybe he'll put my thumbnail up on his YouTube channel and say, "Don't worry, guys, I'll get to this." But I highly doubt that'll happen since I'm a smaller streamer / content creator. But I just wanted to air my thoughts out, mostly because this is just so wild to me. I'm on Team Spook though. Comment down below Team Spook if you're on the Spook side, and obviously if you're not, if you are on this man's side apparently, well, you can feel free to argue with me in the comments, I guess. I'll just point out how silly you sound, like I've already have done with some keyboard warriors in his own comment section, when all I said was like, oh, I don't agree with what he thinks about SpookenJukes, and that made people very upset. So yeah, before you guys start going down in the comments for your keyboard Cheeto dust fingers, do think about this. But obviously to my supporters, thank you guys for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe. I was at 500 subscribers, but then 2 people unfollowed. But in fact, what I'm going to do is when I do reach 500 again, whoever my 500th subscriber is, I'm going to be giving you a shout out on my posts. So when you do click subscribe and it turns to fit 500, please let me know that you are my 500th subscriber either in the comments or on my posts, pretty much where I can see it. Let me know and I will give you a shout out for my 500th subscriber. Even if someone else unsubscribes, I'll still consider you as my 500th subscriber. But thank you guys so much for the support, and thank you all for listening, and I'll be seeing you guys in a brand new Dead by Daylight video.